For anyone questioning the Caitlin Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three, that is $5 million to play 3 months.
Rookie basketball sensation Caitlin Clark drops a shocker after making $10 million off the court. In her first year on the bench, she made less than the cost of a decent SUV, but she has turned her meager income into a gold mine for attention. While others are sweating over their 9-to-5 grind, Caitlin is receiving 6-figure salaries just to show up and talk.
Higher than the NBA. So I was like, oh, what's she going to get paid? Because finally, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it and I was like, this can't be right. Because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
The problem is this. As the WNBA showcases her peanuts, some businesses will travel across the country and pay more than a home to have her play on their stage. By turning her off-court presence into a financial empire, Caitlin Clark has amassed $10 million. The fact that the rookie for whom everyone felt bad had more zeros in her bank account than some seasoned NBA veterans makes me extremely happy.
And I'm so happy for her to get the $28 million.
But wait, there's more. In addition to making money, Caitlin Clark is also redefining sports marketing as the WNBA looks on in disbelief as it struggles with visibility, platform, and influence. She has everything, and she's making the most of it to outshine her critics and competitors. Hold on tight, because not everyone is pleased with the way that Caitlin Clark changed the game. In actuality, Caitlin Clark is more valuable from a marketing perspective than almost all of the world's professional basketball players. Her ability to alter the course of events is what makes her brilliant. Instead of seeing the NBA as the final destination, she saw it as a starting point. It's a purposeful concession for the league's visibility. Her every action is watched by millions of people, and the attention she gets is far more precious than a game day check. Strength of brand. While some people put in a lot of effort at their 9-to-5 employment, Caitlin Clark charges $100,000 for a half-hour in-person virtual presence. She has made at least $600,000 this year simply for showing up and speaking, so that's twice or perhaps quadruple that amount. That isn't a job. Printing money is what that is. Furthermore, why wouldn't brands pay? She is captivating, genuine, and an inspiration to others. People don't simply listen to her, they believe her.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million viewers.
Her endorsement deals are also comparable to those of Nike, Wilson State Farm, and other business titans who have all thrown their balls into the ring. Without even requiring a pitch, Nike reportedly paid millions of dollars to sign her. Nobody has to be convinced that Caitlin Clark is deserving of her name. Talking State Farm probably used all of their advertising funds simply to get her to be in one of those strange ads. Wilson, the well-known basketball company, effectively gave her a blank check, and every contract she signs confirms her place as a player and a worldwide celebrity. Her ability to turn down offers from a brand new women's basketball league that offered her equity and a $1 million salary is even more remarkable. The majority of people would have signed immediately, but Clark did not. She is engaged in chess play. The WNBA offers her something considerably more precious than checkers' unrivaled quick payout: reputability. She made a wise decision by staying. A well-considered risk that is already paying off handsomely.
Smith has said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back in when I came in 2020.
Furthermore, she has a formidable social media presence. Every post she makes offers an opportunity to earn money, and she has millions of followers worldwide. Compared to most influencers, she is more skilled at sponsored content affiliate marketing. Because she exploits her fanbase to get money from each like, comment, and share, Caitlin Clark is exceptionally talented. The fact that Caitlin Clark is only getting started makes all of this incredible. Her potential hasn't even been fully realized yet. However, she is already changing the definition of what it means to be an athlete in the present era. Basketball isn't the only aspect of her narrative. It all comes down to strategy, vision, and an unyielding will to achieve. She cares more about the bigger picture than other people do about the game.
We look at player salaries. People wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was.
Both on the basketball court and in the fields of branding and marketing, Caitlin Clark has quickly become a household name associated with greatness. Even though she is only 22 years old, she is more than just an athlete. A walking, talking, slam dunk money machine, she is. Businesses are spending $100 million for a 30-minute speech by Caitlin Clark. Yes, exactly. Because Caitlin Clark has found out how to make money off of her reputation in ways that most seasoned pros can only dream of. 30 minutes of her means 6 figures. It goes beyond what she says. It concerns the reverberating impact of her presence, the space she occupies, the eruptions on social media, and the news websites that follow the following day. Brands are unable to replicate that kind of influence, regardless of the size of their marketing teams.
Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence.
Clark is not finished yet. Even elite contracts are being signed by her. Working with Wilson to create a trademark basketball collection was one of her best moves. This is noteworthy because no other athlete has ever done the same with Wilson. NBA players were envious of this. Michael Jordan gave it some thought. Being the first female basketball player to sign a contract of this kind, Clark is busting prejudices and proving that her reputation is a serious one rather than a coincidence. She has also collaborated with State Farm, earning millions of dollars in exchange for appearing in commercials with the well-known phrase, "like a good neighbor." Just one deal confirms Caitlin Clark's position as a major force in marketing. State Farm isn't just there, as it turns out. They are fully devoted to the phenomenon.
Like, whatever really happens with Caitlin Clark, I would say her big thing is to be ready for the WNBA season. And people are like, why? She's only making $70,000 in the WNBA. What is the point of her worrying about that league rather than trying to push for other leagues and other ways of making more money? Because the WNBA is what's getting the most out.
Her 8-year Nike contract, though, is just incredible. $28 million for a rookie is unprecedented and revolutionary. Here's the catch, though. The deal may not be particularly noteworthy. Although $28 million might seem like a lot, a closer look shows that she might have obtained the missing item, a signature shoe. Since Nike hasn't issued one yet, there is a clear hole in the agreement. The primary source of revenue is from multi-billion-dollar sneaker sales-based empires like Stephen Curry's brand and Air Jordans. Clark's deal may seem huge, but it may not be as big as what she's leaving on the table in the absence of her signature shoe. Every admirer of her and every young person who looks up to her would buy a pair. But it's strange that Nike hasn't capitalized on this. No ads, advertisements, products, and most importantly, no signature shoes. They refuse to dig, acting as if they are sitting on a gold mine.
It has also been reported that Unrivaled 3-on-3 League offered Caitlin Clark significant equity in the league and a salary that is over $1 million. So this is the first time that we've heard of any money being thrown at her. We've heard that it would be a major deal. It would be a similar setup as to what
If Clark showed up on the floor during the WNBA playoffs with her brand new signature footwear, fans would go bonkers. A bit of Caitlin Clark's magic would be desired by all basketball fans, regardless of age. There would be a frenzy if the sneakers were placed up for sale immediately following the game. Nike, though, seems to be taking its time. Additionally, it appears that Clark's agreement is lacking the X component, which makes it exceptional. In terms of marketability, experts concur that she is more valuable than many seasoned pros because of her widespread international appeal. Millions of people watch every game she plays, the kind of exposure that companies usually spend billions of dollars to get.
So a lot of people are saying, oh, why is Caitlin Clark she should play in Unrivaled, she's making $1 million. she should play in X, Y, and Z league. She should make some money doing that. Or, Caitlin Clark can do X.
The sad reality. The longer they wait, the more likely it is that Nike will lose ground. Clark's star power is at an all-time high, so every day without a signature shoe is a missed chance. Nike will lose money and publicity if they don't act fast, but the WNBA playoffs are the perfect time to launch her brand. Clark's talent isn't the only factor contributing to her success. It's also because she revised the guidelines for athlete branding. She already has a multi-million-dollar empire, but with the right steps, she can still reach her full potential. For Caitlin Clark, the game isn't limited to the court. She is also competing and succeeding in the business sector. Even if Nike is taking a little to catch up, the rest of the sports marketing business is closely observing her every move and noting how she is changing the rules. For instance, she might become a billion-dollar brand if she eventually releases that iconic sneaker. Clark's next move will undoubtedly be a game changer. Playing the long game can be learned from Caitlin Clark's rise. She is not looking for immediate fame or financial gain. Rather, she is producing something that will last long after she stops performing. Most importantly, she is doing everything according to her wishes. Caitlin Clark is unstoppable, regardless of whether she's hitting incredible or three-point shots on the court.